Hello guys, this is Mohana Chaitanya here. In the previous video, we have seen border and padding properties. In border properties, we have border radius, border width, border style, border color, and we have border shorthand property. We have covered border radius and border width in the previous video. In border radius, we have 5 properties. If we specify border radius, all the 4 corners will be curved. If we want a particular corner to be curved, we have to give that particular corner. We have 4 corners, namely top left, top right, bottom left, and bottom right. We have seen all of these properties in the previous video. And we have seen border width. It is used to specify the width of a border. And we have seen padding. Padding is nothing but the area or the space around the content, which is present inside the border. If we specify the padding property, all the 4 sides will have the padding. If we want to specify in a particular direction, the padding will be applied on that particular direction only. We have 4 directions: top, bottom, left, and right. You can see here we have top, left, right, and bottom. If we specify that particular direction, the padding will be applied on that particular direction only. We have seen this example in the previous video. We have given the border radius, and if we don't need any border, the border width is equal to 0 will be disable the border. We have given the border width is equal to 0 in the button, so the border will be disappeared. And we have given padding properties for the card container. We have given top, padding, bottom, padding left, and padding right. In today's video, we'll see border style property. In border style properties, there are totally 10 styles, namely solid, double, dotted, dashed, groove, ridge, inset, outset, none, and hidden. We'll see all these 10 border styles in the code playground. I have written nothing. We will write some code here. I'm writing a main heading as solid style and giving a para. I'm copying all this. Let's give a class name as solid and copy this heading and para. Totally we have 10 styles, so I'm copying 10 styles. Let's give the names. First one is solid, double, dashed, dotted. We have ridge, groove. We have inset, outset. None, and hidden. Let's change the class name also. Hidden, none, outset, inset, groove, ridge, dotted, dashed, double. Let's give CSS rule sets also. Dot solid, copy it. Let's give the class names solid, dotted, dashed, double, groove, ridge, inset, outset, none, and at last hidden. Let's give border style to all of it. Border style. Let's give solid, copy it. Change the border styles. Dashed, double, groove, ridge, inset, outset, none, and hidden. Let's try to run this. See, you can see now all the 10 styles has been appearing in the output screen. This is the solid line. This is the double, dashed, dotted, ridge, groove, inset, and outset. None and hidden are both are same. It will disappear this border. Let's try to understand border color property. Border color is same as normal color and background color. Let's give some colors to the borders that we have written here. Let's give border color. I'm giving red. Copy it. Paste. Here I'm giving blue. Paste. Here I'm giving sky blue. Here I'm giving light green. Here I'm giving yellow. Here I'm giving deep pink border color. Here I'm giving crimson. Here I'm giving gray. If we specify border color for none and hidden, it won't be appear because this none and hidden will be disappear this border. Let's try to run this. See, the color has been changed. Now let's add some border width as 10 pixels for all these rule sets. If we give or if we didn't specify, there will be no change, so I am not giving here. Let's try to run this. See, you can see now this is solid, double, this one is dashed, dotted, ridge, and groove, inset and outset. This none and hidden, the borders will not appear. For now, we have seen border style and border color. Let's understand border shorthand property. Border shorthand property is a combination of border width, border style, and border color. We can give all these three properties in single border style. Let's give that. I'm commenting here. Let's give border. First, we have to give 10 pixels, which is border width, border style next, and border color, which is red. Let's run it. See, there is no change because this border will specify all these three properties. What if we need to specify border radius to this solid border? We need to give border radius property explicitly. Border radius. I'm giving the value as 15 pixels. Let's try to run it. See, the corner has been curved for this solid border. What if I only need the curved corners on top left and bottom right? We have the properties, namely border top left and border bottom right. I'm giving the properties now. Top left and border bottom right radius. I'm giving the same value 15 pixels. Let's try to run it. See, the curved corners has been applied only on top left and bottom right. Here I have commented. Comments are used to explain our code, that when we see the code you will get some clarity. Like here I have used this, and these comments will not be appeared in the output screen, or you can say it as browser window. In CSS, the comments will start with forward slash star and ends with star and forward slash. In HTML, comments are something like this: greater than, exclamation, hyphen hyphen, and ends with hyphen hyphen and less than symbol. Here are the comments used in HTML, and this is the commenting way in CSS. Till now, we have covered border radius, border width, border style, border color, and also covered the border shorthand. And we saw how can we apply all these border properties together, and we saw how to comment in CSS and HTML.